Hey everybody, Tony D. Little Jones asleep on the couch, and I'm going to do a screenwriter's rant on Dying Light 2 Stay Human. This is a gameplay trailer, which told me a lot about the game. I was a player of the first Dying Light game, and now this is the sequel, which takes place 15 years later. And you can see there are a lot of zombies and monster type guys. In the first movie, the first game, the implication was that you were going to get out of the city and kind of save things. And one of the keys to the game is parkour. You have to learn parkour. And quite frankly, it had a tough learning curve for me. I still haven't finished the first Dying Light because I'm still stuck on the guy who's on the roof of the gas station with the gun because I lost my gun, or I wasted the bullets on some zombies, some easy guys. I should have saved it for that guy, and now I can't find another gun. So if anybody has some tips on that, let me know. But this looks like a really cool sequel. I mean, it really does. Before we get much further, smash like and subscribe, etc., etc. Links to all my books in the description. You can get them at Amazon. If you have Amazon Prime, you have Kindle Unlimited. If you have Kindle Unlimited, you can read my books for free. Also, very important, Joan and I have 2 other videos on Bitchute and Rumble. Okay, we got the News Blast, and today I did a thing on BLM. So go over to those channels and check it out. Now, the story here is very much one of different factions, and they're trying to design the game, and they actually take a concept that I said zombie movies needed to take, and The Walking Dead should have taken, which is to get on the roof. Destroy all the stairwells or block them, get on the roof. You could grow stuff, you could collect water, you could restart civilization up there, and you don't have to constantly fight the zombies in the street. But of course, in this game, you also have parkour zombies. Parkour zombies. And they run around and chase you too. So the special zombies. There's a lot of special zombies in the game, which I don't like. I prefer just your average zombies, like shambling around. But they have a lot of special zombies in the game. But at least in this, they explain it through mutations. You know, it's been 15 years. But I do like this. I mean, this makes sense, right? If you got zombies all over the street, you can build safe houses on these roofs. The zombies can't get up there. Well, most of them can't. And then the key thing is in the game, Dying Light, the darkness brings out the monsters and the zombies. In the daytime, they hide in the shadows. So you can run around in the day and you're relatively safe, and they're slow. But at night, they're way more active. But, as they explain in the game, excuse me, you can raid their stashes during the night, right? When they go out of their various hidey holes, whatever treasure is left there, you can try to raid if you're sneaky and brave. Now, these guys are one of the factions. I forget which one this is, but they're going to be nasty and they're going to trick each other. This is a pretty cool thing. This is a trap. You can see, boom, they knock over all the zombies. You can see in the day they're slow. And so part of the game is you meet all these characters. It's kind of like Fallout in that way. And you got a really great graphics. I mean, look at the detail here. It's amazing. And you could join whatever faction you want, and you can use the factions accordingly and pit them against each other while you're trying to avoid these guys. Here's one of the mutations here. Here are all the various zombies sneaking around. And you can see at night it's much scarier. But I'm sure there'll be plenty of missions where you have to do all these things. So here, like in parkour, you have to gain enough speed so you can run along the wall, then run along this wall, and then jump, right? So how are the zombies supposed to find you then? This is a weird illustration, isn't it? This guy's got some talent. Yeah, the look of this is just incredible. It's amazing. I like it a lot. I would totally play this game. I mean, I played the first one. I still haven't finished it. I should. But you know, this seems like a lot more desperate. It seems like zombies combined with Gamma World. If you've ever played Gamma World back in the old school RPG days, Gamma World was a role playing game that took place after a nuclear apocalypse, and there were all sorts of mutants running around. In this game, is also you have to stay human, so I assume there's some sort of infection that you have, and you have to monitor or gain medical stuff to stay human. Here he is blowing up a fortress or whatever. Here he is at the end of the thing. He's changing. So yeah, this looks pretty sweet. I would play this game. Here are the zombies coming out. So unlike in a movie, and here's one of the, I guess, burning rooms full of Christmas trees. Has treasure in it for some reason. I would play this game totally. I mean, look, the other game is fun, although it was really hard to get going at first. But and I like the various factions, because then you could join each individual faction. You could play the game 2 or 3 times like they did in Fallout. That was the big appeal of Fallout to me, right? You could join a faction, play it all the way through, and then go back, save it again, and play like a different faction, right? So you could be a good guy, or you could be a bad guy, or you can make different moral choices. Hopefully, I mean, the game doesn't look woke at all, so kudos. The graphics look amazing. The gameplay looks top notch. The action, phenomenal. I just wonder if it's going to be as hard to operate as it was Dying Light. And if anybody can give me tips on the gas station guy, I'd really appreciate it, because I'd love to finish the game. Because you know me, I love the zombies. So Dying Light comes out in December. I forget what was the date. December 7th, 2021. So look for that. Dying Light 2.